everyone, it's your girl Zimbo Down Under and I'm here with another beading tutorial. So today we're going to make a necklace similar to this rainbow necklace using one tone. So we're going to use red as our color, and if you've been watching my videos, you know that I love to do these beaded necklaces, and I've had a lot of requests to do a one-tone necklace. So I'm going to do this in red. And so we're going to start with this beaded bow, and for that beaded bow I'm going to use this orange. I'll put all the bead sizes in the description box below. And I'm going to cover the beaded bow with these tiny beads. And because it's a one tone, I can't necessarily do it one color. For those separating beads, you see the ones that are white in my rainbow necklace, I'm going to use this shade of red. And then for the rest of the necklace, I'm going to use these value craft beads. This tutorial is going to be fast paced. It's for people that know how to make this necklace. If you're new, check out my other videos so that you get the hang of it before you watch this video. So let's get into it. To start off, I'm going to use a pair of scissors, and my thread of choice is the Fireline thread. I'm also going to use my beading needle, and this beading needle is size 10/12, as well as my wax to wax my thread, and then finally the beads that I showed you already. So let's just get beading. So if you've been watching me for a long time, you know that I like to wax my thread. This just helps to reduce the tangling of the thread when I'm beading. So all you need is just candle wax. You don't need anything fancy. And I have this thing which holds the wax, and I just put my needle through and then it glides the thread. And so I'm taking one of the large bead, and then I am going to start covering it with the small beads. So this is how I do the covered beaded bow. For more in-depth instructions, please check out my YouTube shorts. So I'll start by putting a stopper bead, and that's just a bead that stops the needle from running loose. I'm going to cover the big bead with some tiny beads, but what I simply do is I put in 5 beads and then I wind it around this big bead, and I'm going to cover it 5 times with the 5 beads. And then once that's done, I'm going to go in those gaps and fill it in with 6 beads. After I finish doing my beaded bow, I'm going to start making my necklace. So I'm going to try and imitate this rainbow necklace. And so I'm going to make that first line that goes around the neck, which is what I'm doing. And the person I'm making this necklace for is the same size as me. So I'm going to replicate this rainbow necklace. And then now I'm at the ends. I'm going to do my double loops, and then I am going to go down and start beading. So I forgot to mention that this necklace is for a Miss Sahara contestant. Again, I've been requested by someone who's participating in Miss Sahara pageant to make them an outfit, and I was so happy when she asked for a one-tone color. So I just went ahead because she wanted red. So I'll start by putting 2 beads, and then I'll put the separating bead, which is the darker red, and then 2 beads of my normal red, and then 3 beads, and then my separating bead. So I'm just following the same sequence as the rainbow necklace. So 2 dark red, 3 dark red, 4 dark red, 5 dark red, just like that. So I'll kind of slow down here so you can see what I mean. And then I'm just going to forward the video. As I mentioned before, this is going to be a very fast video because it's for people that know how to make the necklace. Now, the beading for this necklace is similar to when you're doing any other necklace that I've shown you in the past. The only difference is because it's one tone, you have to actually count the beads every single time. You can't assume, you actually have to make sure you count and pay attention to each row and column. And for my separating beads, I'm putting that darker red so that it makes more sense and so that I don't lose track of where I am going. There I'm going. I added my 2 beads, a separating color, 3 beads, separating color. I'm just showing you next to my actual necklace that is a rainbow. So someone in the comment section asked me for a one-tone necklace using white. So it's the same method as I am doing here. It's just that here it's red. So if you want to make this with white, you can use all white beads, and then for the separating color, you can choose an off-white bead or just a different shade of white. So I've decided to use the darker red for the bottom, and now I am going to bead my way going up. I think you guys already know how to do this, so I am going to forward this video. If you don't know how to do it, check out my other videos which are more detailed on how to do this type of beading. If you decide to do a one-tone necklace like this one thing I advise you to do is constantly check and double check your beads. So what I mean is, in this video, you'll see me constantly counting with my hands to see if I've got the right number of beads. It's so easy to make a mistake doing a one-tone necklace. That is why I'm using a different shade of red for my separating beads. Otherwise, it will be so hard to know where you are or what you're doing. So make sure you count, and you will constantly see me doing this in this video. For all my regular YouTube followers that have been watching my videos, I'm sorry I've been away for a long time. As you all know, I was pregnant and I had a baby, and so I could not do any beading for the longest time. When baby was small, I also could not do any beading. I constantly had to be a present mom. So now that baby is a bit grown, I can actually take some time to do some beading. So I'll be bringing you more videos. Just stay tuned and you'll see all the things that's coming up, exciting new content and different things that I've never done before. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss out on anything new that's coming up. Maybe I might do one for myself with a plain color. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the description box. I'll try and respond or make a video to respond your question. So I'm coming to the end of the necklace and the end of my thread. And this is what my necklace looks like once it was complete.